Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and let me begin by also saying Happy New Year. It's the first broadcast in this year since 2020. I know a lot of people have been asking questions. Shegun, what is happening? What is happening? Where have you been? Thanks to all of you that have been calling and asking questions. I'm safe. I'm fine. Back to Lagos now. And as many of you will say, New Year, new system. So I'm in Lagos. All right, so let's start something. And this is not the usual time we do our show. This is almost 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time, about 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time. And we understand that not many of you who are regulars on this show will be able to see us live. But if you're not able to watch us live, at least you can always come back later to repeat the show and see it later. But today, I'm not here alone. I'm here with somebody. We are going to be doing the show together. Well, she's female. She. So she's here on the show. Zainab, introduce yourself.
This new episode. So today we'll be discussing about ASUU strike. At least the first news we'll be giving you today is about ASUU strike, giving you updates and hearing rumors around like ASUU have called off the strike, they're still on, they're on, but I think they've actually come out to say, oh, the strike is still on, we're still going on the strike. Federal government have refused to reply to our demand, so I guess the strike is still on. So let's just hope they call it the strike soon.
Yes, ASUU strike is still on, and it's unfortunate that, as usual, we don't get a response to this kind of issues on time, So we are hoping that somehow the federal government is going to do the needful by responding to ASUU in time. And a lot of students are already at home. They are still at home.
Yeah, still at home. Yes,
So,
yes, 2 months.
Yeah. Now, away from ASUU strike, I think you have another news item.
Yeah. We have about the number one of Oshodi, MC Oluomo, the number one of Oshodi. I think I had the news last night that he was dead. But we know, of course, he was stabbed like, I think 3 days ago at APC rally, Sanwo-Olu's campaign, flag up campaign. I heard he was stabbed, and I had the news last night that he was dead, but I guess it was all lies. Wow. It was all lies, so I want to believe MC is still much alive. Yes, of course, he's still much alive, so everyone should keep calm and let's be patient, because now, once he's dead.
Well, it was said this afternoon that there was rumor that he was dead.
He was dead last
But
night.
he didn't die, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
So, fortunately, he's not dead. Not unfortunately.
Oh, yes, of course.
Fortunately, he's not dead. So there was update this afternoon that he's not dead and that people should continue about their normal businesses. Don't listen to rumor. I drove through Oshodi earlier today and it was peaceful. There was nothing like unrest. So
So MC is still much alive. Yes.
Unnecessarily, so it's not needed at this time.
Yeah.
So he's still alive according to news. He's still recuperating, and we don't want to press us at this time. It was internal affair of whatever union they are doing, and
Yes, of course.
even they are members of the major, ruling party in Lagos State as we speak right now. So it's their internal affair. It should not affect the public
At all.
right? So we're still fine according to stories, and
But
we should be careful.
as the case is now, we won't be able to call MC Oluomo for any case now. Then look for someone else you are calling. No, MC is sick at the moment. He has been
I'll
stabbed.
call and say no.
You can't call MC for MC has been stabbed, so everyone just keep calm. Yeah, of course it's fine. So moving up now, we're talking about our Oriente lovers, our Joromi people, the Shade people, the Shade couple. So we had Simi is married. Congratulations, of course. I'm happy for her. She's 31, she's old, so.
Simi is not old at 31.
No, she's not. I'm not trying to say the fact that she's 31, she has to get married. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say like she's not young, like the way someone will just come up and say she's 26, she's 25, at least.
Well, what I mean is that there was rumor that she had to already be ready with Adekunle because
She was pregnant,
she got
so
pregnant.
of course, no, 9 months will
It
tell
remains
now.
rumor until it is official.
Yes, 9 months will tell now.
Like 9 months to let us know whether it is true or not.
Yes, now 9 months
But
will
what I
tell
can
now.
also tell is that there's this picture, Mimi, as you people call it on social media,
Oh,
shared
ma'am.
by,
Don
or is
Jazzy,
it meme? How do you call it? Meme.
ma'am.
Meme.
Not meme. Whatever, it all depends on
There's this Mimi soap detergent.
call it whatever thing you like.
Anyway,
Call it whatever thing you like.
there's this Mimi of Adekunle Gold, acting like father, Simi acting like mother,
Mom, and we have
and then Faz the bad guy.
and
Sort
another
of
guy
thing.
looking like Chris Clown. I can't really tell who the person is, but some other guy
That
looking like
picture was shared by one more like that.
Egbon Agbaya. Don Jazzy,
It's
you
not
said
Agbaya, stop it.
Egbon
I'm
Agbaya.
not the one that said it. Because
No, I said
Don
it.
Jazzy just call Oluomo for you now.
No, Oluomo is not available.
So I'm
It's not available at the
so Don
moment.
Jazzy shared that name. Me.
Just don't worry, just be yourself, you'll be fine. Just be yourself. Call it whatever you like.
Don Jazzy shared it. And
Yeah.
that's what we saw. And I'm
Yeah,
still
but it's
laughing
actually
hard
very
about
funny.
it.
Like, really funny. But I don't know, the reaction of the guy like this got me like, and our Uncle Fa was too. That was really funny.
So, well, let's move away from that one before.
Yeah. I
something
think I
else
had this story yesterday about your brother on Dread. There's this guy on Dread that was arrested. I think a photojournalist. You'll be the next. I'm seeing things like this, and the stars are just packing anyhow people. Be aware. Be at alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what I want to say about
Be at alert.
You see, police has no right to determine what kind of hair I carry.
Yeah, of course.
It's my hair.
Of course, they have
And
no right.
it's also wrong for you to just look at somebody and say because they carry dread, they must be cultists. Yeah.
Don't try to justify yourself. You are next if you are not careful. This is your
I'm just
stance.
saying,
I will deny you.
the reality is that if you want to arrest criminals for any reason, the criminals you have to arrest normally, they are actually the people you are using, you are allocating or allotting mopoles and soldiers to be guiding. You know them.
Yes.
So how can you arrest somebody because he doesn't look rich, and before we know it, you have gone to send him to Kirikiri on
You just for visitation,
but it doesn't make any sense.
Of course, it's wrong.
I started carrying my dread about 4 to 5 months ago.
5 months ago.
Well,
That
up to 5 months.
it's not up to 5 months. Like, is it up to? No, let's say 4 months.
Started carrying
I know
my-
when you started this.
So and I know that they said that SARS officials have been arresting people for carrying dread. And for
Not
me,
only dread, even more if you're on tint.
so they say they carry people for carrying dread. They know all the artists carrying dread. They know people carrying dread.
No,
They have not
you can
arrested people
no,
for carrying dread.
no.
I'm coming.
That's okay.
That means if you really want to arrest people, just for the sole reason that they carry dread. You know the popular ones that carry dread.
No, but there was a time Dr.
Now,
Sim
that
too
one is
was
away
arrested.
from that one. So was Dr. Steve sent to Kirikiri like that?
No, it was not sent to
So what are
Kirikiri.
you
Of
saying?
course,
Now,
was-
that's aside now. You don't look at people and say because of the way they live, they must be cultists. The investigation has to be. You may suspect somebody, fine. But what then determines whether that person is guilty? Or do you just put somebody in jail just for suspecting?
no, of course not. Of course, no.
Wrong.
It's wrong.
So our police will learn. This is totally wrong. You don't just pick people up and say because they look one way or the other. The next thing is pick them up, arrest them, and lock them.
Yeah, Kirikiri straight up.
All right.
It's not right. It's not right.
So I think those are the news items so far that
Yeah.
you brought.
Of course.
You brought. They
No,
know.
we. This is our idea. We.
No, well, but
It's both of us.
away from that, there's this video somebody sent to me and asked me to analyze. I'm not sure I would really want to analyze it as much. All I can say is that, well, I will ask people
Let
to
people
analyze it.
do justice.
because
Let them.
I'm
Let
not going
people
to
do
use the person
justice.
to talk about it. They said Obi went to cancel
Somewhere.
and that the people, I don't know, maybe they said they were mobilized for her. Whatever it was.
I think let people decide, but you know, our reaction in the video still have. No, no, let's just.
I love how
Yeah.
But this is the video.
Nigeria!
Well, that's it.
That's all.
That's just the brief, right? So people said while she was busy campaigning,
Do you know the funniest part? The people
for her, the people that were following her
with a poster and a flyer with them shouting Sai Baba, like Buhari people, like.
Is it that they thought that they were carrying Buhari's poster?
I don't even know. No, that's not even the case. Because of course they can see the person in the poster, they can see the person with them.
They even saw her and they are just saying.
But
What I think I heard, they started with saying Baba, right? But some person within the crowd were also trying to say Mama,
no, of course we can differentiate between Mama and Baba, so that's not the case. I guess the issue should be from the people that mobilize the people for them. I guess that was where this thing came from. Of course, that should be.
Anyways, away from that, there's also another. But before we even go into this next video, there was this thing shared by. There's this infographic about 2019 election.
Yeah, the breakdown, of course.
But I want us to analyze it together. It's the total number of voters that will be voting in 2019 election, consolidating the number of registered voters. And you can see this, it's 84,084 voters in total, right? So, and if you look at this very well, you see registration by zone. You see that Northwest has about 34. Am I correct about 34?
It's not so fair.
Let me zoom in.
Okay, just
for everybody to see now. Alright. Look at that.
Okay, this is better.
Alright. Northwest 24%, Northeast 13.44%, North Central 15.91%, Southwest
15.29%,
Southeast 11.97%, South 15.29%. Southeast is 11.97%.
Then we have Southwest 19.39%.
Now, if you look at all the Northwest, Northeast, North Central, if you combine them together, look at the Southwest,
I have
South,
like more than half.
South. So if it is North against South, for instance, what do you think?
Man, it's really going to be tough for the candidate 2019 election. I must really say that, but considering the fact that the Northern has like 19 states, that's like, and I think Kano has the highest number of registered voters, 9 million or so, about 9 million. So considering the fact that they have like more than, let's say, 2/3 of the votes, let's just give it like that, because according to
But beyond the North and South thing, if you look at it again, you see that another part of the chart that might be of interest to people is that there are more males, than females. Male constitutes 52.86%, while the females constitute 47.14%.
Well, actually, there's no, we can't make justice to that because we don't know people's schedule. Even myself, I had to register in school to get my PVC, so I'm sure those women were kind of busy or they have other things they were into, so they were unable to register for their PVC. But of course, we all know female population is more than the male population. Of course, we all know that, so that must have been the thing.
Well, the female population has always been more than the male population.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I'm seeing the fact that male.
Well, what is strange is that voters. But do you know what is surprising to me actually? What is more surprising to me is that there are more females following politicians as cheerleaders anytime they are doing campaigns.
Yeah, Lodja,
they are the ones that usually buy their car and that follow them,
cheer
them up. But it's unfortunate collect your
majority,
voter card now. You will not see
like,
them.
they're not
It's
even
also
registered.
unfortunate. Come and vote. You will not see them. Come and contest.
No, no,
You will
no,
not see them.
no. Come and vote. We are there. You can't be talking down on women like that. Come and vote. We are there. Of course, we are there.
It's not about
You will
talking
go
down,
and
they're
vote.
not talking down.
According to these infographics, I'm actually disappointed that women are not actually dominating it. Can you imagine? Please, can you just display the picture again, like the infographic? Let me see. Okay, female 47.14. It's not so bad. It's close, but male 52.
Well,
But there are female candidates coming out too now.
These males, will they come out?
Of course. Everyone should come out and emphasize their
Well, aside
franchise.
from that, if you also look at another part that might be of interest in this, you see that
Youth.
the youth are more. And let me display that. You can see that the youth are also more. 51.11% youth are students.
Yeah.
The middle aged are 29.97%. The elderly to one, that is between 51 to 70 of age, are 15.22%, and old age from 70 above, 3.69%.
Okay.
Now, what is of interest here is that the youth are more. And if the youth are more,
But that does
you
not
would
mean
expect that the youth at least should demonstrate their numerical strength at the poll, and at least bring on what?
Yeah, of course, but it's actually really disappointing the fact that even most time when you interact with these students, you still see some of them saying Buhari, saying Atiku. Of course, it's their choice, but we all know these people, they failed one way or the other. So I'm actually no Buhari or Atiku person, but it's actually really sad that even the youth that has like the highest registered number of PVC can't even tell that okay, Buhari is bad. Okay,
Well,
sorry,
we are running
Mr.
out of
President,
time,
I'm very sorry.
The last thing I want us to do on this show is to talk about the AAC.
Mr. Omoyele Sowore.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he was in the court to challenge his exclusion of his party from the debate, that presidential debate coming up on 19th. Today is 11.
Yeah, of course.
There's no evidence from that lawsuit yet, because the last thing we heard from the court was that they want to assign the case to another judge, because the judge that would have decided on the case is on vacation now, and then they are trying to assign it to another judge. How long that will take, we don't know yet. There's no info.
But we know how things run in this country now. They
And,
take time.
You know the loophole of judiciary in this country now. They deliberately drag it down
I'm telling you.
so much that until you are almost
Probably after.
maybe they will now decide on the matter
Maybe after.
on 18th.
No, not 18. Maybe after. We may decide
No,
that.
let's even say on 18th and the debate is 19th. Now, if the judgment doesn't therefore favor Omoyele Sowore,
I trust.
and he wants to file appeal,
No.
I'm just telling you about
No,
Nigeria.
the AAC. I'm sure the AAC candidates will be included, Mr. Omoyele. I'm sure he will be included. One way, I hope.
You are
Yes,
just talking
yes.
about the loophole of
Yeah, of course.
the judiciary in Nigeria.
If he's not allowed, he should go and disrupt the
You
debate.
just know that it's different this time. But at any rate, they had conversations to give people updates after the court session that day, which saw that there
In the
would be a
video.
transfer. Well, let's let people
Let's
see the
see the
video.
video.
Court, the High Court here, where the case for determination of our inclusion in the debate has just been concluded. We have a lawyer here. I'm not a lawyer, but I will just tell you that what we saw in court is very interesting. We had John Momo, who is the CEO of Channels, sent lawyers to court, even though he wasn't served officially, and his lawyers argued that they received service last Friday, but because of logistics, they couldn't file their defense until today. They even came to court having not served or filed any of their papers. So, but when we got to court, a lawyer, very competent, vibrant, and intelligent lawyer here, I did tell the judge that we are going to discontinue the case against John Momo. But interestingly, instead of John Momo accepting the discontinuation of the lawsuit, the lawyers launched into a prolonged legal technicality that because they have filed some cases, they want 1 million naira from us. You know, we argue that since they have not been served, in fact, in one of their filings, they said that, which they later made available to our lawyer, they said that they have found that the service was defective, meaning that there was no service in the first place anyway. But he wanted 1 million naira. The judge did rule eventually that they cannot afford to take more than 5,000 naira. So reluctantly, they awarded him cost of 5,300 naira. Which is still painful to us because they owe us a lot, you know, for bringing us this far, even though we're entitled to feature in that debate better than anyone. But the sad part is that the judge is a vacation judge, and his role as a judge has ended as soon as the vacation of judges ended. So he respectfully recused himself and said he'll return our case back to the chief judge. So it's up to our lawyer to follow up to ensure that the chief judge assign the case to a new judge, and the hearing will continue from there. But we have been able to get rid of the obstacle of having John Momo, who couldn't be served, who featured in the case, just so that he can cause the delays that happened today, in my view, out of the case. So we are now set to remove our motion or argue the case for hearing to get included. I don't know how quickly we can get our results, but it's just to give you guys the update regarding our case in Abuja today, and just to tell you that we're doing very good. There's no cause for alarm, whether they like it or not. We have been able to make the point that this was a fraud. We even saw the executive secretary of NEDG in court. You could tell how he was panting that they've done something wrong, and from what the lawyer told me, they didn't even file anything tangible anyway to show that there was any credible reason for the exclusion. They filed no evidence, as they had always claimed that this was done through some procedures of surveys, interviews, and also polling. They filed none of such things. But since I'm not a lawyer, I will hand over to our lawyer to just tell us what happened in court today from their own legal standpoint.
Well, gentlemen of the press, I want to say that we have made and recorded remarkable progress in this matter. Ordinarily, cases don't go this fast. Indeed, even before you can have a case assigned and same heard by a judge to this point, it takes some time. But because of the peculiarity of our case, the urgency involved, given that the debate we are talking about is just a few days away, we had to file an affidavit of urgency to request that this matter be determined expeditiously. That is why we also came to the vacation court. But as you are aware, the vacation had ended in the FCTI court. So my lord, rightfully and properly, in line with the law, stated today that since the vacation had ended, his jurisdiction to continue with the matter has equally ended. So the proper order to make is for the file to be transmitted to the Honorable Chief Judge of the FCT for reassignment to a new judge, who will now consider and determine our application for interlocutory injunction and of course our originating summons on the substantive case. Indeed, the question of John Momo had been resolved today, in that John Momo is no longer a party to this suit. We would have loved him to be a party to it, given the role that he played. But we are confident that without him, the case can still proceed, because he was, at the material time, the chairman of BON. And BON is the second respondent defendant in this suit. BON has been served, they have filed processes. So what binds BON also binds John Momo. And actions he took it on behalf of BON. So we have made progress, and we are hoping that in the coming days that this matter will be reassigned. We are confident and hopeful that we will have a judicial determination of our case. I don't want to speak on the merits or otherwise of our lawsuit. All I can tell you is that this is an opportunity for the judiciary to indeed set a precedent. Nigeria operates a multi-party democracy. You cannot run a multi-party democracy on the principle of exclusion. It has to be on the principle of inclusion. Yes, so when we get to court, we'll make that point. All I can say today is that all the hiccups and barriers and obstacles to the hearing of a matter have been removed today, and we are hopeful that we are going to get judgment before the debate. Thank you.
Are you not
okay?
Yes.
Alright, so in summary, we can tell that the matter in court is going to be determined soon, and that they are hopeful that at least it should be determined before the debate itself happens. But this is Nigeria. It's also possible that they determine the suit ahead of 19th. Today is 11th. Am I correct? Nigeria is funny, but the matter can be determined expeditiously, and then things can happen. But if it happens, if it turns out that the debate is not going to include Omoyele Sowore, I believe that the ASUU should already started at working out other means to making sure that they cover whatever lapses will be there. But the viewer will not get any of this for free. They will not.
I strongly want to believe
It is better than just allow to
Sure, we know the case. Maybe it's not my advice. You should not trust. I trust the
AC.
ASUU. You should not trust. That's my
Alright, Gino is advising that AAC goes ahead to disrupt the debate, just as many other Nigerians are advising so. Well, that is the good from us today. I hope that this evening I'll be able to come back on the show. My live show as usual. We'll talk extensively about
in case you're not seeing me in 2 days time, please check on him. Maybe SARS,
in fact, I even wanted to call it there, but because of this news I did, I'm not calling it. Because, I mean, where is it in the constitution that you cannot carry a job? Constitution, book of job. Don't be confused. Fundamental human rights says that I can carry my. You have what type of care do you have? Is it wrong? So how is my head wrong? What are you saying? So why should somebody be arrested for carrying drugs? Why? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you for free, I was supposed to spot this day before, but because of what I heard, I am doing it through carrying drugs. I am no longer coffee, I'm telling you, I'm no longer cutting this way. I'll be driving through Oshodi, I'll be driving through Lekki, Leave MC has his own problem as we speak right now. I have my own. I'll be driving through Lekki, I'll be driving through Ogba.
In case
I'll be driving through. Yes, I'll be driving through Ikoyi. So, SARS, wait, I'm on the road. Yes, stay on the road quickly because I carry drugs. Shit. Alright, people are online and they are saying things. How far people? My usual people. I know they alone for this show today. Alright, and I understand that many people are working to speak right now. Shege, have you been on this progress? Say no to PDP and APC. Now, PDC they talk am. Lucky, query. Good afternoon. You say, let's vote for Sowore. Okay, I hear you. Now, PVC will take you on. Just tell people who are PVC to do that. Alright, we are doing our own bit there. Abunat Osarobo, good afternoon from IT. That's Italy, right? I suppose. Paul Musampa, sharing on time, yes. As all of you can see, I'm not in my usual form, because today I'm just like, let's just do something in the break. So when it is only me and you people, you know.
No, I trying to start making the show.
No. I'm just saying that I'm not yet in my. I have not returned from the village.
Please go back.
I have not returned from the holiday. That's what I'm saying. I have not returned from the holiday. So yeah, once I return, the show will go. Right?
Come back.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you at night when we'll be talking about this new generation candidates, and it's going to be my exclusive show. So this is just a show with kind of. It's just a show with Zeno today. So I'll catch you before at night. Thank you so much for joining. Until then, at night, keep talking about things that matter.